Tuesday. AK Marv produced it.
Yeah. Hi everyone. Can you do that? Hi. Don't mind my looking hot mess today, okay? Don't mind the bed. Good evening, good afternoon. Depending on where you're watching us from. Good evening, Olayinka. Thank you for joining. Is it the same person valuing thoughts? You're on YouTube, you're on Facebook at the same time. Wow. Good evening, everyone. How's your weekend going? Hope you had a very good weekend. Can you guys hear me? See that you're lowest, lowest. Good evening, everyone. Let me see. We're in a cage. Oh, okay. I will never pretend to be another. I will never want to be another. All right. Good evening, everyone. Please just click the share button. Let's just have some weekend. What do they call it in Nigeria? Weekend miliki. Ẹ jẹ́ ká gbọ́ mélòdì yìí, Miliki Express. Good evening, everyone. Thanks for joining. Please just click the share button and let's just invite our friends. Báyìí àwọn dọ̀kásì náà sẹ́yìn ṣe. Please just click the share button. I'm trying to share from my end. Me not confusing anybody. Okay. All right. Good day, everyone. How you all doing? I hope you're having a fun-filled weekend. Trust me, I do. You see, my eyes is messed up. Yeah. It's been a kind of busy weekend. Log on to the Bible. It's been a very low, busy weekend for me. I'm tired, and I had a little bit too much fun yesterday. One evening, 3 events. It's not working, no. It's not working. It's only the front screen that is working. The back screen is messed up. You see, it's messed up. But I've been trying to reach out to Samsung. Um, in fact, I took it there um, yesterday. I had an appointment with them yesterday, but they don't have the spare parts available. So I have to do it online to request to file a complaint. Just right before this show, like an hour ago, Samsung just called me. So they referred me to another place. Those ones don't have the screen part too. But they called me back to say they are going to have it on Wednesday. So they gave me an appointment for Wednesday. And they said they are going to change the screen for free, hopefully. Because this phone is barely 3 months old, that by me. Phone $1,800. Could it work, man? But ultimately, I'm going to get an iPhone. I can't deal with this. Anytime lose Samsung, problem, like, it's just horrible. I can't do it. I'm going back to iPhone. Uh, so how's your weekend going? My weekend was a little bit reckless. I was just driving around Maryland yesterday from one event to another. Wow. I don't know which one of you. Then you do my phone yet about that bad yet. You felt okay. And right. So today is we're not supposed to be stressed. It's weekend, so we are just grooving for the weekend. Agreeing for the weekend. So this today's show, when you have the good at me, is an open. Oh God, the heat is noisy. It's an open house, right? And it's a Q&A section. So this is the moment. Those of you who joined last week, was it last week or the week before? Those of you who joined will remember that we have, the question and answer section, and it was quite, you know, remarkable. So pretty much it's just like we're here just having fun, and the essence of it is like it gives us the opportunity to ask any question whatsoever, any question at all. It's a Q&A section, so you can want to get here, the Monserrat or Shoko Mole or Shoko. So it's pretty much this section is there's no topic. It's you. I always do all the talking and say so many things too. So this time is for you to ask any questions, whatever questions put us in mind. Now, yesterday I was the second to the last event I attended. Was very warm. Let me make a shout out to those of everyone that I met yesterday. It was I went for the what is called Wale Adebayo, the you know the great epic actor that acted. Remember Shango, that movie, Shango of those days. Yeah. So was having his 50th birthday yesterday, and it was big. It was really big, and I was there. And incidentally, I met with so many people. It was kind of a humbling moment for me. It's a lot of friends and fans there, right there. And I need to tell you people that some of you need to know that my eyes is bad. Okay, my glasses is messed up, but I will fix that this week. People just run to me and just say, "You don't remember me?" No, I don't. It's so many people for me to put in my head. I know people, so many people by name. I don't know them by face. But it was a nice evening. I met with so many of fans around Maryland, DMV. So many people flew down from other states in America down here, and I hope I did not offend some of you because people see it's easy. I'm easily identified. Everybody knows me, but there's no way I can know everybody. There's no way on earth. But as much as possible, I was able to, do meet and greet and take pictures, and it was nice. And I want to thank every one of you that I met yesterday. The love was overwhelming, and I just want to say thank you. All right, yes. Who's bringing the first question? You people should be born again today. It's Sunday. Don't ask me a question. The last week that you guys did, everybody was asking me sexual questions, and èmi Ọlọ́run wà nínú ilé ni ó tiẹ̀ ti rẹ̀ mí mi ò rojọ́ lé ni. So yes, who is opening with us? Any question whatsoever, we good. We good. So today we are just catching gist. So yeah, a mouthful. Zazuze. Okay, so yes, who is going first? I'm just here to take your questions. And of course, I don't care by now. Personal questions, you want to ask me questions about yourself, about myself. Any question whatsoever. That's the essence of it. Anyone. Just any questions. If I can't answer you, I will refer you to wherever. Anyway. Maybe if I go there, I'm suspecting you the way you're asking any question. That's the essence of it. Last week I even answered personal questions. Who is VOK? Like you don't know. Everybody knows me. Is that your question, Abby? Well, what am I supposed to even say? Who is VOK? Well, my name is Victor Latayo Oluwapelumi King. I'm a man, fortunately. My mother is a woman. I don't even know how to answer when people ask me, tell me about you. Poko tua e seta wosu without info card. So, what do you want to know about me? My name is Victor King. What else do you want to know? I reside in Baltimore, Maryland. King Mumaso. How old am I? Bridget, if anybody other person asks that question, I would definitely answer. Not you. In the past 4 years, I have been 35 every year. Next year, I will still be 35. I'm never going to get off 35 years. Just so you know, I will always be 35. I'm not trying to be old. I'm not getting old. Adeto Kumpo Ade, yeah. Yeah, pretty much. If you understand what dating means, yeah, couple of times, but we're not figuring it out yet. But that's not really my agenda, pretty much. I have other things I'm focusing on, and I think I've been in that space before, which any one of you don't know that I've been married before, and I got a divorce in 2019, and I just feel like I want to set things right now. We live to learn. I learned from my previous marriage, and I don't want to go into another marriage because the fact that the marriage broke shows that um, there are some things that I still don't know, and I have a couple of regrets. I have a couple of blame to every broken relationship, every broken marriage. The two parties have a portion of blame, and I took a time to figure out what I wasn't doing right, and I'm trying to work on self to be a better person and make sure that my next attempt of marriage will be a bliss. And I'm just taking the process of redefining and refurnishing myself to be a better person. So yeah, dates. I've been in a couple of dates. And that's the honest truth. But we will spot on it, hopefully, soon. I don't know, it might be 1 year, it might be 2 years, it might be 5 years, it might be 10 years. It's not going to be, I don't have a time frame on it. I'm not in a hurry. I'm not worried. I already have kids, and so there's no point. Why are you a clown? Am I a clown? I don't get this point. Some people said I'm always too serious. In fact, I have people who say they don't like to watch, they like my show, but they don't watch my show because I'm always too serious. People like Olamide said I'm always getting too serious on the show. And some people say I'm a clown. I know I say things and people laugh about it, but the intent is not. Most times I wasn't trying to be funny, but people laugh. And then personally, I laugh a lot. So maybe it is my laugh that is contagious. Somebody said, when is it that you ever get serious? And I'm like, never. This life is not serious. You're gonna grow old too soon. And my biggest fear is getting old. Trust me. I won't be old. That's why I've been 35 every year. I don't know, when people say I'm a clown, I'll be like, how? I'm not always trying to be, but I'm just trying to update. I hate the short go come on serious law. So maybe it's my smile that is contagious. People say I laugh a lot. But and then I want to you. I don't even understand the people again. Somebody said he has always wanted to greet me, but told me manly. Showed me manly. And some people will say you are a clown. I don't get it. But I think it's always a function of mood that I am. Sometimes I'm in the goofy mood. Sometimes when I'm thinking, my face might always just be like, perhaps shit going on in my head makes me kind of look unapproachable. But for pretty much, I'm just easygoing. I know there's a whole lot of haters, so many people who don't even know me, and they said I'm arrogant or proud or whatever it is. But every time I hear people say that, I just say that they don't know me. I might look at it like from distance because I'm a shy person that people don't know. That's very ridiculous. I know it's unbelievable, but those who know me at close range knows that I'm an extremely shy person. You know, so it makes me be a little bit withdrawn from people. I'm not the type that have a lot of close friends. Facebook make me make some friends lately, but they're all none of them is even in America. So, at what age do you think it is okay to discuss dating with our children? Now, for Lashade Anthony, in all fairness, I think you should discuss dating with your children from the day they become a teenager, and that is age 13. And I will tell you why. We are such in a digital days right now where the truth is your kids know more than you do. They know more than you think they do. And they learn from the media and from school and peer pressures more than they learn from the parents. And once you appear to be unapproachable, you are trying to lie to them. One thing you should not do as parent in this age, don't raise your children the way our parents treat us. They raised us right, and credit to them, you know, thank God for all our parents. But you see, you can't apply an old method to a new situation. Life has changed from what it used to be. When we were young, our parents used to, those TV, they can lock TV that you can't watch TV if your parents are not at home. Matter of fact, TV will tell you until like 4 o'clock. And think NTA used to open up then like 4 p.m. Your mother is already back from work or something like that. They can censor what you see in the media. Today, your children have a phone. For me, as a matter of fact, since the moment that you buy a phone for your child, you should start talking to them about dating, about sex, about relationship, because whether you discuss it or not, they know it. They will see it. You can't censor what they go. Sometimes, have you ever gone to a website, maybe all this other where they download music, and kids love music, where they download music and you are doing something else and something will pop up, especially those who use Android. You have a pop-up on your phone and you click that pop mistakenly, or you just trying to find out what is it. Something pop up on your screen, you click it, it takes you to a porn site. These kids, I have a friend who accidentally just took her daughter's phone. The daughter was how old? 11. And he went to the browser of her daughter's phone, and it was right at Pornhub, a full porn site. The daughter don't even want to, and she was like, "What? What are you watching?" And the daughter started crying, innocently explained that she just clicked and he saw it, and she don't even know how to close it. An 11-year-old girl. See, so they stumble on so many things that we cannot control. They watch TV. Look at what they watched on TV. Those days, I remember when what's the name of this man now? Oputa. Um, this old man, I don't mind walking. Charlie Boy did a song, and in the song they showed like powder and something, and they banned that song from TV because he said it's promoting the use of cocaine and heroin and all of that. The censor board then was heavy. Things don't explicit contents don't get on TV, but look at what they play on TV now. Naira Marley, ṣèkínní kan ya ṣe ó bend down fún sí látẹ̀yìn ó ṣèkínní kan. It's on TV. If they don't watch it on TV, they have phone. They watch it on YouTube. You understand? So it's important for you to take charge of their learning and talk to them about it before they learn it somewhere else and they're going to learn the wrong thing. So for me, pretty much ideally, I think I would say 13. Or on the safe side, we want to start having a multimedia phone that uses internet. If you buy them a phone, not this Nokia, they only browse. But hey, if your kid is already using a phone, talk to them about dating and relationship. It is very expedient. What do you do aside this? First of all, Koforo Roller, I don't do this. This is not a job, okay? I know people make a lot of money from live shows and all of that, but I don't. My page is grown, this monetized, but first of all, you notice that I don't do a lot of shows, so there's no way I can monetize. I have reduced my audience. I know what to do to have 700 people watching right now, 1,000 people. It's easy for me, you know. But you, of course, those of you who have been on this platform knows that when I the odds, when violence did my body, we know how to drive that crowd. But that is not who I am. That's not who I want to be. So I have reduced the intensity of the audience to this little number of sensible people who we consciously want to improve the quality of their life, and we can rub minds. I'm not a monopoly of knowledge, but we can learn from real life experiences and grow together. That is my sense. I have so many visions for 2021 and new initiatives that we want to start bringing on this platform where we can empower people and gives you certain links and connect. There are some little things, cheap things that people can do and actually improve their quality of their finances. And matter of fact, I'm working on having like a Zoom training where we can teach people, expose people to the IT world. You need it. That's one of like the escape. The world is going IT, and with this COVID, we just need to be. It's information. What you know determines how well you will grow and how fast you will go. So that's really what I do. So I've reduced this. So this is not what I do practically. Now, I've been a healthcare worker. I've been in nursing practice for a while, but this year in August, I just switched career from nursing to IT. So I'm really pursuing an IT career right now. So I've done some professionals. So right now I'm an IT auditor, and that's what I do. Princess Ade, you said I'm what? A clown? No, I'm not. Yeah. Stella Maris, what are you doing? How you doing, man? Mm, yeah. Which one? Did I miss any question? I don't know. Some people will say I'm okay, don't mind the jupa. Yeah, proud and none of those things. Now let me tell you about now here that is mistakenly exposed to sexual content. Well, now what do you do to counsel a child of 9 years that is mistakenly exposed to sexual content? First of all, one thing you should not do is to lie about what it is. Because, like I said, they know it. They know it. So don't lie about it. You know those days when our mommy say, if a man touch your clothes, you will get pregnant. Don't do that thing, no. They will just be looking at you like a fool. And those kids, they won't talk, but they just laugh at you behind in their head. They just, mommy is fooling us. And once your children lose that trust in you when it comes to telling them what is right and what is the truth, it's going to be a problem. You're going to be living with a stranger. They will be showing you what they would think you want to see, and the real person and the real knowledge of what they know will be hidden from you. Now, so acknowledge what it is and tell them that this is for adults and they have to wait to become an adult to, be exposed to such. Good kids don't have to watch this. This is for grown person, and these are what adults do. And if you pass your exam and get out of school, yes, I'm gonna know more about it and possibly be in it. Do you want to have babies now? Do you have a job? Yes. So I want you to have a life first. When you have a life, you're going to have tons of girls, and that is what I do, and that's why I can provide for you. So tell them what it is. Tell them how it can affect their life and affect their education. Every kid wants to be rich. Trust me. They want to have a life. They look forward to having a life and have their own job and have their own car. That's the way they might think. You understand? So don't lie to them about it. Tell them how we can affect them and affect. I was counseling a little boy of 14 who was very, very sexual. And I told him, I said, well, the way you are going to get somebody pregnant and you're going to have a job. You will have to have a job because if you have a baby, you have to feed the baby. I will do you a favor by getting you a job in McDonald's or Dollar Tree. So do you want to do that? That's what you want to do? What do you want to be in future? He said he want to be in the military, and I'm like, well, it's going to ruin your chances of building your vision and build your dream because you will have to do what adults do. If you having sex like adults, then you will have to work like adults. This is an adult thing. Sex is good, and you think it's cool and you like it. Well, make sure you like every other thing, like going to work and coming back at night and spending all your money to pay rent and buy baby food. So, do you want to do that? Are you ready for that right now? You think you can handle it? Yes, cool. That's the reason why you should not do this. Get your school, get your degree. Trust me, you have better girls ahead of you. That's it. The boy came out with good grades the last exam. Oh, you said I'm shy, right? So many people don't know I'm a shy person. I'm trying to deal with it. I'm trying to be better. Mm. Kofu Rela said, at what point can a lady give up on love? Never. See, the only thing you will lose in life, or the only thing that will be impossible for you, is what you give up on. Yeah, tell me about everything being toxic and people. We talked about betrayal as if we are better than. You know that most times the things that we are afraid of are things that we might possibly be guilty of. So many women who have been heartbroken by a man, sometimes you don't even know that you are broken somebody else's heart. You know, so I don't think giving up on love. See, let me tell you what love is. Love is the most essential element of life. So giving up on love is literally giving up on life. If you give up on love, let's say I'm just saying, let's say you are in your midlife, 38 to 45, and you feel like, oh, I've tried many times, they broke my heart, maybe you've been married before, none of those things. And you give up on love. You want to be by yourself. By the grace of God, let's say you live your life till maybe you die at 85. So what you are telling me is that you want to live the next 40 years by yourself. It might be cool, it works for you. It works for you till maybe you are 50. By the time you are 55, maybe you have kids, your kids are already grown. Trust me, kids are not loyal. Once they get out of college, they want to live by themselves. They're not. You are going to think, if you are going to be wrong or have a wrong calculation to think that your children will grow and they will still pay for. Hey, I want so many women, single mothers. Oh, àwọn ọmọ mi lọ kọ mi nísìn mo gbájúmọ́ àwọn ọmọ mi ní, so you take your children out and you spend money buy them clothes. Those children that you are using to shout out, even at mommy, I don't see life missing. They will mess you up very soon, because by the time they grow, they want to have the life of their own. They will leave you. You are going to be lonely. And trust me, nobody thrives. Nobody live a full life to living by themselves. You are never going to succeed and live a happy life just by yourself. All your friends you have now, they will grow to become mothers and grandmothers, and they will get busy. Or Yolumawa. Everybody needs a companion. So giving up on love is never a suggestion that will work for you. It will make you more unhappy than even giving chance to love. So if you have been you've tasted the ugly side of love, yes, everybody have pretty much. What you need to do is sit back, rearrange your life, look at what you think you are doing wrong. Sometimes it is your preferences, the kind of men you want. Are you making unrealistic taste of men? Are you making unrealistic choices? You know, or is it that you are doing something wrong? Sometimes people say, "Oh, men are bad, men are toxic," and you want to run for bad energy. Sometimes it might be the problem. Be realistic with yourself. The only person you should not lie to is yourself. You know, so look inward and fix yourself and furnish yourself. Sometimes it is the quality of your life. You are a very loving person. You are nice. You are sweet. You are beautiful. But the quality of your life is just low. No man want to marry a liability now. So they are attracted to your beauty, but by the time they do the calculation of their life, they feel like that you are going to be a burden to them. They will probably walk away. So sometimes when your relationship break, in fact, when personally, when I'm going through an heartbreak or going through some hard moments, that's when I kind of look inward and furnish myself the more. You understand? I want to be better. If a girl leave me today, I want to make sure that by the next time you see me, I'm not in the same level again. You know? So refurnish yourself. Sometimes it might just be the quality of life that is the problem. Improve. In this age now, women, you can be anything. It doesn't mean that makes you self-sufficient. No. But improve the quality of your life, improve in your character, be realistic with yourself, and then check the kind of men that you are attracted to. Elomi, we go ló máa ń wò náà fún ara ẹ̀. So you understand? Wèrè ló máa ń wọ ẹlòmíì fún ara ẹ̀. Some kind of men that attracts you might just be the wrong set of men. Be realistic with yourself. You have to put a balance between what you like and what is good for you. Sometimes there is a conflict in that. Sometimes we what we like is different from what is actually good for us, and you have to always make what is good for you a preference over what you like. Trust me, I like some kind of women that might possibly not be the best idea for me. So look at it and always keep trying. It doesn't mean they will not break your heart again. I can't promise you that they can still break your heart again. But don't you ever give up on love, because that is the beginning of actually giving up on life and inevitably living a very unhappy life. Again, sometimes stop. You might want to look at, maybe it's your process that is wrong. An adult, you should date for the purpose of friendship and having fun. Take it easy. Date. Go on a couple of dates. There's nothing wrong in that. Have a couple of days. Don't enter a relationship with the purpose of marriage. It is frightening. Understand? Get to meet people, date, have a couple of dates. There's something wrong with that. And then over time, you will build so that you will give this man a chance to see the value in you. And then, so it's not like you are being pushy. The only reason why some people have not been able to have a sustainable relationship is that they are just too pushy. And a typical man gets frightened by that. Don't you ever enter a relationship with somebody selling your interest. That's the word. Sell the person's interest. Show him more of what he stands to gain by being with you. Show him more of what he stands to lose if he misses you. Not showing him how much of a companion you need and how desperate you are to settle down. We know you might possibly be, but there's something wrong in that. There's something in you having an ambition to settle down and have a family. But let that not be the caveat of you going into a relationship. Sell his interest, sell your value. What you should push forward is what he stands to gain. You understand? You are too valuable to be an option. And That's it. And don't be afraid to walk away when you see the red flags. Ibo ni màá tún ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ nǹkan tó máa ń pé àjẹlómi nìyẹn. Kò sígbà téèyàn tẹ́ni, tòdígbà téèyàn ra aṣọ tí òrìlẹ̀ fi wọ́. She understand? Kò sí. Don't be. You will get it right. The fact that you miss it doesn't mean it doesn't work. Then I tried to argue about it. I've only been in nurse for 2 years. I'm already thinking of changing career. Trust me, nursing is good. I thank God for all the nurses, but it's not for some of us. I mean, get in touch with me anytime. Get in touch with me. My number is on the page. Just text me. I'm horrible to reach over the phone sometimes, but I can, depending on what part of the world you are, I'll possibly put you through certain resources and give you some links that can help you jumpstart. You know, that's the good thing with IT. You don't have to study 20 years, do 2 years course. There are some jumpstart programs that can actually put you at the verge of making good incomes. You are going to be on the 6 figures. Easy. And this is the best time to start IT career. Trust me. COVID is an advantage. Who is shy? You don't know me. Shut up if you're gay. Yes, someone said, "Are you sure you're a shy type?" Yeah, it's always, I'm not surprised, it's always a controversy. People say, because I talk a lot, and what you don't know is that I'm not seeing none of you. You are the one seeing me, I'm not seeing you. So it's easy for me to talk. I can talk rubbish here. You will be disappointed if you think that the way I talk on the show is the way I talk in person. Ask the few people who have met me in person. They will tell you that I don't talk. And some people think that I'm being proud. That's why I pay on form. I'm actually shy. I met a couple of people yesterday. It's a lot of them. The event I went for last night, I met a lot of fans there, and I was worried. One woman left her seat and ran to me. Be motion one all by she, and I greeted her. And first of all, the sound, I can't even hear what she's saying. But when she greeted me and she left, my mind was feeling back. She woman in that buy. She wouldn't miss it bye. I even wanted to go back to her when I was leaving. Ẹnìkan tún wá lọ engage me ní ẹjọ́ tí mo tún fi gbàgbé bí mo ṣe ń sọ̀rọ̀ mo tún ṣe rántí. I want, because you need to see the way she was excited. I am happy to finally meet you. And any àgbàlagbà bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn tó dẹ̀ ṣọ̀yàyà bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn, I'm just saying thank you very much, man. Thank you. Thank you. How are you doing, man? That's why I talk outside. Because I can't look people in the eyes like this. It's very hard to believe, but I mean, like I said, it's not a good thing. I'm working on it every time to be better. It doesn't mean I have sharp mouth too, but I have to be very comfortable with you to be able to really freely talk to you. What can one do if you suspect your spouse is cheating and you don't want to create a buzz? Kofo, Orola. Now, like I have said this many times, and I would probably rephrase it again. There are different types of cheating. There are different circumstances why a man cheats. Oh, you didn't say a man, so let me not attribute that. You said a spouse. Spouse cheats for different reasons. It's for different reasons. So first of all, you need to evaluate the circumstances. I've said it many times that there are 3 types of cheating. There are 3 types of. Let's use men because I think you're probably a lady. Men cheat for different reasons, but let me start by saying there are 3 types of men that cheat. Number 1 are the type of men that is literally under because he cheat for no reason. You understand? He lacks that discipline. Anything he gets, so far the opportunity presents itself, he will enter. You understand? Is my experience in psychiatric health, I can confidently tell you that is a state of mental deficiency. It's mental disorder. The person is actually not normal. Tall, short, dark, light skin, fat, skinny, anywhere, any tribe, anything. So far a lady walk past something like You date older lady, you date younger girls. If you teenager, to you back a more teenager, for that one, ogun and a year. You know, there are men like that. It's not normal. It's not. It's not. His mind has messed up. He needs therapy. He really needs psychiatric therapy. That there's nothing you can do. Walk away. You understand? If you know those kind of men that can date your friend and date any booty is booty, any hoe is hoe. That one's the problem. Another category of men that cheats are men who actually want to be straight. He's a good man. He takes care of his home. He's responsible. He's working hard. He has a good job. But he lacks, there are men who lack the ability to say no. He will not cheat until opportunity presents itself. He 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 cheats because he just lacks discipline, right? You will never see him cheat any other time. He can be a good man. He love his family, he love his wife, he love his spouse, regardless of what it is. But ìjọ tí obìnrin tó cut fancy ẹ̀ tó bá make advances sí ó máa fall. You understand? Because ìmí gan kò fẹ́ bá ní nǹkan kan pọ̀ but tọmọ yẹn bá gbé súnmọ́ kò mọ́kọ̀, You know the way women can just say no to what they don't want to do. Men really have a hard time refusing advances from opposite sex because it is not fashionable. They will see you as a nerd. You look as if, even when you know that friends are, I want to if the girl is making advances to you and you are turning her down, you say, kilo I can't fall there. So sometimes it's always, you will look, and girls know how to make you look like you are an evil person. I can give you practical examples. There are many times in my life, especially in recent days, where there are a couple of women, good-looking women, just come up with those advances, and I'm not interested. That's not what I'm thinking right now. And because I turned it down, they became my enemy. They will now making it look as if you actually offended them. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. So it is not fashionable for a man. So some men just know that and they just don't want to be in that space. Especially if it's in a close-ended, circumstances like maybe like workmate, co-worker and all of those things. Girls have a funny way of making it look as if it's an insult if you refuse them. I wish I can read a chat for you. One girl, it's not the one I posted last week. After that one girl just started getting fussy and insulting me for no reason and call me arrogant and this. It's not the one I posted, though. It's not the one. This one is another lady. And she was upset for no reason. And I did not even refuse. All I said is, I don't know you. I don't want to talk to a stranger and to be talking at close end like this. I don't know you. That's all I said. So sometimes men just don't want to begin to look like a nerd. That's another category. The third category is men who something is missing in their relationship. He love you. He doesn't want to cheat. But at some point, love is turning sour or there's a persistent concern in the relationship we must have probably discussed and is missing in the relationship. When joy and men love to have a safe haven, to have a peaceful, home. And when you become too fussy and it's as if peace is lacking in the home, or there's some value that you really desire and it's not just finding in you. Sometimes some men just get attracted to women that are industrious. He love you to death, but the day you meet one girl with the also they do things, you not feel like, oh, look at this woman. That thing might just turning on to the woman. You understand? So sometimes something is missing in the relationship, and that thing that is missing is not the reason for him to cheat. But the day he finds that missing piece somewhere in another woman, he might possibly fall for it. So evaluate the circumstance why he cheats and put him in one of these categories. Now, if it's the one that cheats recklessly for no reason, there's nothing you can do about it. Just walk away before it give you STD. Run. The one that cheat because he clearly have weakness, is just weak as a man. He doesn't know how to, he just feel like he just have a problem, hard time refusing advances. He doesn't cheat until there is a girl that is throwing herself on him. That one, fight for your love, pursue that bastard, and engage him the more. You know, get him busy, be all over him, give him, don't have no space, and constantly show men like that. Don't fight them so that you won't push him out. Constantly show more of a good woman that you are to him. Talk about it, but don't force about it. Now, the third category, the ones that actually something is missing, it requires effective communication. Not to defend yourself, not to say, how you said I am forcing. She more forcing, you will look for. What is wrong? What am I doing? Especially when he's a man that has been good to you all the time and has been faithful all along, and all of a sudden you find out that he's cheating. Something changed him to be that. So you need to have an effective communication. And if everything is done right, request that you both have counseling and you can get yourself back together. So depending on the circumstance determines what you can do. In all of it, either the first category, the second, or the third category, if you begin to lack peace and safety, you don't feel safe with him, or you begin to become unhappy, extremely unhappy, that it begin to affect your disposition or your health, I would strongly advise that you either take a break of separation or you consider walking away from it. There is no man that deserves you losing your health to. Ditto to a woman. There is no woman that deserves you losing your mind and going to prison for. Yeah. Yes, I don't look like it. That's always the problem. Epsiba, how are you doing? Okay. Send me your contact. Get away, yeah. Feel good. It's Mugbo. Àbí o, sudden interest in IT. Ṣo fẹ́ fọ́ mi ni? Olúwa bá ìwé o. Ó fẹ́ ṣèkà fún mi. Mi ò lógún mo ní Kùránì. Ṣo fẹ́ kí ni plan yẹn fún life mi? All of a sudden you are looking for me. Mi ò ṣe IT trainer. I'm not an IT trainer, okay? Ẹ̀bà ìwà IT yìí sàn. Onírànì ó ń ṣe kó ṣe. Àwọn ọmọ Zazu. Àwọn ọmọ ṣèdí bàlàbàlà. Ọ̀gbẹ́ni lọ máa ta cream ẹ̀. IT báwo. Episode, what did you say here? Àwọn violence people today by. What about the man that cheat because the wife traveled for 1 year? Well, you are guilty by default. If you leave your husband for 1 year, do you know what is going on in town at all? Baba, watch him on don't long for buy. I almost zazu. Mama, wo, mama zelkonyo. Now you can't leave a man for 1 year. Why? I understand there are certain reasons. Maybe you travel abroad, to better your life, or you went for schooling and all of those things. Life happens, and it's not your fault, and it's not his fault either. If you travel for a year and the man cheat on you, it's not even cheating. In all fairness, he just fell into temptation. That's not cheating. You guys call everything cheating. That's not cheating. He actually fell into temptation. If you find out, listen to me very carefully, and you ask him about it, and he confessed to you, he admits that he did it, forgive him and have a closure close mark him and move on with your life. But if you confront him with the reality when you find out and he denies it, then there is a problem. Sometimes, don't waste your time holding on to what you already lost. There are some time that demand you can go cheap, go on jelly, go on your share and shape, ìyàwó mi ò Sunday, and because tó lọ jíjẹ yẹn kàn wá taste ẹ kí ni ìdùn ọmọ yẹn dẹ̀ fún time ó fún ṣe gan orí ẹ̀ ti divert nìyẹn. Men can easily switch like this. Men are loyal to you until you find a better offer. You understand? Ó like ẹ but ó kàn you are away for a year and ó kàn lọ test ọmọ yẹn dẹ̀ dá sí i. Ó ń tọ́jú ẹ̀ ó dẹ̀ tún kíni ibẹ̀ yẹn dẹ̀ tún juicy, ó lè wọ divert. So finds out if it denies the reality, there is a problem, and you need to be careful to know for you not to continue to hold on to what you already lost. If it's gone, it's gone. Leave it. Keep it moving. It's not a problem. Life continues. Now, if he denies it, it's a problem. Like I said, if he admits, or maybe he's the one that even tell you by himself, you can't force about that. It hurts, but forgive him and have a closure, redefine your relationship, have effective communication. If he denies it, there is a problem. You need to find out to what extent has it gone with the so-called side chick. What is going on? Sometimes, what is on his head? All of those things. And at this point, you are the one that is left to now decide what is in your best interest. If you are going to find happiness or continue to remain and think it is possible or doable. But if you try and it's as if it has become habitual, well, but please don't leave a man for 1 year. God don't want to down. God don't want to down. You people should be praying for your husband. Honestly, stop fighting a man. Stop it to men cheat. Put yourself in a man's shoe. Okay, come on, we'll story Facebook last one, just Facebook story like Instagram. Come on, don't shade the balabalambe. And men are moved by sight. Women are moved by what they hear. Tell a woman how beautiful she look and how sweet she is and all of those things. You choose them. But men are moved by sight. I want move for come on Instagram. Oh, yeah. And I love this. But where is the place of safety for a man? You go to work, you are even your boss. You go to church. I'm like, by the time I want church, I come and imagine going for or let me go along go and church, your pastor alone, go imagine going for dog in that thing. It's not that he's a bad person, it's just something will just trigger you. So church go save ilé ò save ayé àtijọ́ náà ń wọ skẹ́ẹ̀tì láti bẹ̀rẹ̀ tó aṣọ church nísìn ó lọ bí iṣẹ́ wà á rí ìkúrè bó jókòó sínú yàrá àbí kó má ní Instagram fẹ́ so ó pọ̀. Before you have to chase a woman to fornicate. Now you can sit down in your comfort of your house. Before you have to be on dating site to meet girl that you are flirting with. Now girls will text you. What are you talking about? They told me that there's a new thing that they do now. They call shoot your shots. Everybody will come in, shoot your shots. So can they cast here? Me, I didn't know it existed. I didn't know. So because there are some things that people said to me that I don't even know what it means. I'll be like, why is he doing this? So they said, yes, and shoot your shot is like, girl like a guy, go and talk to him. And I mean, there's nothing wrong with that, but just put some decency and caution to it. So you don't know how many guys shooting their shot with your husband. So how will you leave a man for 1 year? If you have done it, don't do it again. How wrong it borrow, you can't even be angry with such man. Even women are countering you. Say, do you expect him to wait, Abby? Go easy like to wait you. Stop it. Oh my cheats. Don't even fight that. How far with Maureen, sir? And the case is like Ajaz is working on UK government. No, Ajaz is not working. It's just that the rule of law, there's always a very long process. No, be Maureen that Maureen man Yamaje. No, all this process of law. The judgment has already been passed. They will give her time. I'm sure she's probably going there to say, oh, request more time or to say, I don't have money yet. So they will give her good enough time for her to do it. Really, but trust me, it won't go. It's not going to slide. I want to tell a man who is a divorcee based abroad. And we met and got talking, and we started. So he told me if he eventually get married to me, that he will still marry more wife. That because he's gonna be a king and is destined to have many wives. I met my pastor and asked him to pray for me if I can go ahead with the relationship. And the first thing my pastor said was that this man won't settle down with one woman and not even two. That's why I just jackpot. Well, I think you met a very good man. In all fairness, Epsiba, I think he's a good man, and I will tell you why. Well, from what you said he's loving, he's caring, and kind. That's a good man. Um, that's a very good man, and I will tell you why he's a good man. A man that tells you to your face while you are dating that he will marry more wife is a good man. If you are my sister, I will tell you marry him. That man is not cheating on you. He will never cheat on you. You guys should need to define what you call cheating. Cheating is doing something outside the terms of agreement. If a man tells you that he will have more wife while he was dating you, he has effrontery. I salute his courage. The fact that the man, your husband, is sleeping with another woman is not why he's cheating. Why he's cheating is that he's doing it behind you. You understand? He's doing it and it's not part of what you both agree when you guys get together. That's why he's cheating. So if a man tells you to your face that he's going to have more than one wife, I respect that kind of a man. And I've told you many times, I'm not a fan of polygamy, but I'm not against it. Polygamy is not wrong for anyone that can handle it. I can't. I'm still struggling to deal with one woman, not to talk of having two. It's not, and but I don't think it is wrong. Let's go, fairness. I don't think it's wrong. I don't even know where Christianity got that nonsense from, because even in the Bible, most of the people we read about have more than one wife. You know, Abraham slept with a housemaid and gave birth to Ishmael. Did God kill him for it? I don't think polygamy is wrong. It might not be fashionable. It might not be. I mean, why will anybody marry two wives? You know, come with a wife, but it's not back back. And I'm sure the little I know about Quran, the Islamic religion says that didn't even say that people should marry two wives. Otherwise, Ọlọ́run sọ pé mẹ́ nínú Quran. What Quran said is that if you know you are going to be faithful to all of them, the Yoruba, it's Yoruba, right? Quran is always Yoruba. I said, tó bá máa ṣe déédé, ẹni tó bá lè níyàwó méjì tó dẹ̀ máa ṣe déédé, Quran said they should go ahead. So the problem is, ṣe déédé yẹn, how is it easy for you to ṣe déédé? What means is that to balance, not taking a side of one against another, being fair with all of them and treat them with equity and value, treat them with equally. So I don't think polygamy is wrong. I honestly feel that polygamy will have solved the problem of cheating in our society right now. If a man can comfortably, confidently marry more than one wife, he doesn't have any reason to cheat on the wife. He doesn't have any reason to sneak out and lie and all of those things. And then now you're catching up with surprises. I would rather have them have more than one wife openly than be sleeping around and coming to give you STD in the house. You understand? So I think he's a good man, fairness. But if it's not in line with what you want for yourself, yeah, fine. You end it. That's all right. You don't want to be a second wife. Yeah, cool. But I don't think he did anything wrong. Do you have women who seduce often as a public figure, and how do you manage not being carried away? Well, I'm a human being. I get carried away sometimes. I just carry myself back. You understand? Do you have women who seduce plenty every day, all day, every day? That's like a norm, and you see the essence of it. Now, the fact that the woman make advances to you doesn't make her a bad woman. There's something wrong with that. It's okay, but that's their chance. It is what is important is the man having an integrity to know what he wants for himself. I don't think they are bad or they are corrupt the way our society always look at. There's something wrong with it. Okay. If it is what I like or what I think it is in my best interest, fine. But if it's not, where it is a problem is acting desperate, that so that the woman make advances. Yeah, I get that every day. I'm almost used to, and it's not even social media. It's not even being a public figure that causes that. I've been getting love letters from women when I was in GS2. GS2. I've always been the. I didn't choose it. I don't even know why. Because even when I was poor and ugly and looking raggedy, it's always so many women. So I don't know why. Ọ̀rọ̀ máa kí hàn ní oríkórí. Orí owó mo fẹ́ ní mi ò fẹ́ lórí obìnrin ẹ̀ ṣàánú mi. Now, so but maybe because I've grew up to experience that, it doesn't really bothers me and it doesn't really get me turned into it. I really don't fall for those things. I know what I want. I was sharing with somebody here last night about a lady who came and we talked and I was being nice to her and she was being nice. She didn't come to say I want to date you. She was just being nice. And then a couple of days later she was talking and it was like she just said some things that are sexual. And anybody that knows me knows that I make hard jokes. I make a lot of hard jokes. So I make some really hard sexual jokes. Since she started it, well, you want to be vulgar, well, I can be a child of God, but back then, I'm already till my fault. So I responded that way, and I think she got it wrong. So I noticed that after then, she started acting, she started resuming this boo bait shit. I did not talk much. So when I felt that it's becoming an extreme, so one day she addressed me, maybe she called me something, and I was like, so she was talking to somebody else, and I responded, and I'm like, so she said, oh, are we not dating? And I'm like, since when? He said, oh, I'm like, I don't know you. So when I was telling this, my friend, she was like, oh, Victor, that's gross. That's hard. You shouldn't have said that. But my break heart. And I'm like, no, now. Shaking what? Oh, you're saying, somebody that I did not even ask her. Before you know it now, I will now do something to somebody. They will now say, he cheated me. No, I don't know you. We've never dated. Sometimes. So you just have to define it. They are overexcited fans. They are women who actually have an intention. And trust me, this society is very toxic. Kì í ṣe gbogbo wọn náà ló láìkẹ́ torí pé wọ́n fẹ́ fẹ́ àbí wọ́n fi pé they get attracted to you. Wèrè wà nù wọn, èmi wà tó yẹ pé wọ́n ṣàṣì fẹ́ ya wọ́n ṣe máa screenshot ẹjọ́ kan wọ́n máa gbókò bàbá wọn sórí social media náà wá. Kò dẹ̀ ní tó bá kọ̀la tún kọ̀la ni kò lè kí ló ṣẹlẹ̀ sí mi. I don't play dirty like that. Not because I'm like over decent. I do shitty stuff. I don't have to, but I'm extremely careful. And I used to have a way of just screening those who I talk to. So I talk to people, you come with good energy, I will respond to you with good energy. You want to go crazy. So it's just the sanity and the decency of knowing how to manage, advances like that. Just have integrity there. But there's nothing wrong in woman making advances. And we just know how to manage it. Just have an integrity to know what you want. It's not every food that they give you it's not every food that you eat now. I don't eat amala. Every time I say amala, but me omoje. So if you like, put gbegiri and bokoto and everything on top of it tomorrow, I will not eat it. So the same way, the fact that a woman make advances to me doesn't mean I have to oblige all of it. If I have to oblige every woman that make advances, so do I get carried away? Yeah, sometimes. I like pretty women and I like big things. So sometimes I'm like, yeah, why share it? But I forgot brain, because your goal should be more important to you than the pleasure that you get now. And that's also it. How do you treat a man that doesn't wear his wedding ring for 10 years? Well, is he a good man? Is he married to you? Is it faithful to you? Does he take care of you? Does he take care of the children? Because fuck wedding ring, that's nothing. I don't even know who started it. Wearing wedding ring is a British culture. It doesn't define the quality of marriage or equality of a man. Okay? Let's talk about this person. Let's talk about how are you happy with him? Is he making you happy? Do you find peace? Don't create a tension in your marriage because he's not wearing wedding ring. You understand? I lost my wedding ring maybe the third month. Can you give me one more son? Me, it's early morning. I bought another one, I lost it. You understand? And then I bought the third one. And I got tired, like, no son of new. But I mean, for the entire time that I was married, I was wearing a wedding band. And there's something, I don't know why, man. I have a little brother who got married last year. Maybe he wore the wedding ring. Pé mo rí wedding ring lọ́wọ́ bóyá ẹ̀kan méjì. Ó mẹ́rin nǹkan tó fi wedding ring ṣe pendant. Á fi sínú necklace ẹ̀ báyà wá gbé sọ́rùn. Ó fi ṣe pendant ni. They said it's a new style. I don't know. People are going crazy lately. Àwọn kankan wà. Maybe I'm getting old and I don't know some things. I don't know. When I see some things, it surprises me. Èèyàn ṣe ń ṣe wedding ring fi ṣe pendant. Pendant ló fi ń ṣe. But you see, don't create a tension in your marriage because of mundane things like that. If he's a good man and he's taking care of you, fuck wedding ring, man. If you think he's using it to hide something and you suspect him cheating or you find out, then that's an issue to discuss. But other than that, don't create a tension. Well, you are the one asking questions. So this one says she doesn't go crazy about a man cheating. Well done. Kí ni mo ṣe ẹ̀yin ìyá àdúrà ẹ̀lẹ́yìn bá fún mi jẹ́? Abike Treasure, thank you very much. Yeah, we're going to. I'm setting that up. I'm working on it to have like a Zoom section. Teachers are in. There's some cheap IT things that can actually get you a job without even certification. Depending on what part of the world, some courses if you get the training, and I'll give you a couple of resources. I'm sure that you can just get cheap things, and with that you can now go and sit for the most IT professional exam. You can now go and sit for the certification. They don't care about degree in IT industry. They care about what you know and the certification you have. Ordinary training will get you a job. You just prepare a good resume, and then if you have the certification, they put you on the edge. They don't care about your degree. I'm working on that. I'm working with a couple of professionals. Like it's going to cost me some money because I have to pay people that will train you. I'm not a trainer. I just have a desire that people get exposed into the opportunity that lies there. If you're going to buy with, I'm not teaching you IT. Is it IT you want to learn or you want to IT? You said, but you can leave a woman for a year too. No, either way, it's not about a woman or a man. You should not leave your partner for a year. What's wrong with you? If you leave your partner, for a year, let's stop. See, I don't know about anywhere in the world, but in this America, you know how many married women that I know that is knacking? Like they are conscious in their husband is you talk with one big on one for one sorrow, you talk with one. You know the way American system is. Bojo Jiminy, husband is working night shifts, or wife is working day shifts. Most of couples meet at the parking lot. Because she ain't close it, don't resume, don't daily, don't bought a lobby. They don't have time. Once you want to be chasing dollar, you will ruin your marriage. Once you make dollar most important, you will ruin. So the ones that are even living together, they don't see each other. They don't spend time. The affection begin to diminish. Meanwhile, this person is spending more time at work, seeing one guy that is attracted to. So I don't know. So if you leave your wife for 1 year, if you find out that somebody is slept with somebody, don't even make a noise about it. Just take your wife back. Do I love with Amora? You should not leave your partner for a why? I don't know that girl. That if you get history, I don't know her. I live in America, she's living. I don't know where she lives. Let her be talking and see if she know me. Me, Mario. Ó kàn fún mi ní product ẹgbà kan. Torí product mo ṣe máa ní mo mọ̀ ẹ́ díẹ̀. But as you don't know this people, they always causing problem here. Noise maker. Ifeoge, Epsiba, Olamide, Abosede, Adeshewa, those set of people. I'm a block in 2022. You are causing problem on this platform. Bamidele, Abosede, and people here, they are hooligans. Hooligans no bound. What you can say about man that is cheating and also accuse the wife of cheating to the extent of him taking the wife to go to take an oath to prove her innocence. The question is the wife actually cheating? Or the husband is just suspecting what is wrong? And don't say he's accusing the wife. Is the wife actually cheating? I don't care what it is. Do not go and take an oath with any woman or any man. Ever. Trust is not a conviction. Trust is a gift. If a man don't trust you, and if you don't trust somebody, you should not be in a relationship with the person. If you have lost trust in a person, don't bother. That's a toxic relationship. Walk away. Don't always be afraid of. See, but under no circumstances must you take an oath. Because first of all, you are not even sure. One man infiltrates the oath now. They can still use oath against you. You are not lying, but they can still. I want one man by bribe. Don't take a note at all, because even if you are not cheating now, you might possibly cheat. And I always tell women, so you know, women can be self-righteous. Me, I can never cheat on my man. Don't ever say that in your life. You are not cheating on your man. I respect you. Thank God for your life. But don't ever say you can't do it, because you can't do it. There are so many women who have cheated on their husband and they don't want to do it. They don't even know when they just find themselves due to emotional distress or due to. Don't ever say you can't do it. I hate when women talk to be self-righteous. So don't. Why would you? No. Now, when the relationship becomes the point where both of you are becoming suspect to each other, you are suspecting the man, you are accusing the man is accusing you, you are already toxic. You need to either take a break or walk the hell away. Okay, that's almost an abusive relationship right there. Yeah. Which other questions? I want to advise you on what? What is your question? Advise you now. What is your question? Maybe you type it. I probably missed that. Yeah, you don't want to marry anybody. Don't worry, you people have time. Yeah, because they did it doesn't mean it's right, but doesn't mean it is wrong either. It's not always what you do, it's always how you do it. You understand? It's always how, because I've said it many times, nothing is evident, nothing is completely right, and nothing is inevitably good. It's always how. Measure, discipline, and control determines things. It's good to drink water. If you drink too much water, they will admit you in the hospital. You understand? It's not good to kill, to shoot somebody. But there are other circumstances that you might kill and still not go to prison. You know, right? So it's always depend on circumstance, how. How about the problem that comes with polygamy? Well, which does the problem not come with monogamy? The one that have one wife don't have problem. Don't deceive yourself. Like I said, I'm not an advocate for polygamy, but I'm not against it. If you have one wife, if you have one wife, one husband, it doesn't mean you don't have problem. So problem is everywhere. Problem no go finish. So forget that thing. Yeah, I agree with you. But it doesn't mean that, but those who did it, God didn't stop having a relationship with them. Matter of fact, it's not in the Bible that you should not marry more than one wife. It's not even there. The Bible says in Ephesians that he that would be in the office of a bishop should be a husband of one wife. That means if you want to take a place of leadership, as a pastor, you want to be a preacher or a religious leader, the Bible says you should have one wife. And that was Paul speaking. If I don't want to be a bishop, why can't I? Job had many wives, and God loved him. And God bless him. In fact, when God restored him, he still had many wives. I'm not a fan of it, but I'm not against it. And I've not seen it in the Bible that God is against it. It is they have mixed British culture with religion for us. And that's where we miss it. People have typed so many things. I'm trying to catch up with your questions. It's you people that is corrupting me. Janet, today's question and answer. That's why we are here. Ask questions. Janet. Janet, ask your question. Many people don't know Janet. She always comes silent washer. But me, I know her. I told her one time, she said she can't marry me that I'm on Facebook. That I can't marry somebody that is on Facebook. With the cast here. Oh, yeah, call police. All right, yeah. It's you people that is making my mouth sharp. I mean, they me. Yeah, who cares about wedding ring? Don't let wedding rings stress you out. Sorry, I'm trying to catch up with all the questions. Bitcoin. Ask your questions though. I'm not an expert in that line. I know a little bit about it. If there's any question you want to know, I might probably have an answer for you. And but if not, I can refer you to a couple of friends who are experts in cryptocurrencies. Yeah. If you get money, me, I don't know you. Èmi gbogbo mo ti fẹ́ mọ woodlawn hooligans nìyẹn. Adébísí ṣeun àwọn ọmọ zazu bizabiza. I don't know you. I don't know Bamidele. Epsiba. Who is Epsiba even a name? Èwo ni kí a máa jórúkọ bí orúkọ chemist Epsiba. Lórúkọ náà nìyẹn. Olórúkọ gígùn bíi Nebuchadnezzar. Àwọn criminal rí pé àwọn gangster rí pé they are the one that always make me talk. I'm a very posh. Yeah. Yes, like there's no reason you should take a note with any man. Please don't do it. My kan pàdé lórí. That's how some men will be asking you to be entering covenants. Covenant that you do. Janet ló ní kó wà lórí ìlà. I don't know you, Epsiba. I don't know you. If you get artistry, maybe you will come and ask me to do advert for you again. I should drop your name. If you get have one spy in Abeokuta, Get low, low. Shall be telling people that if you want to marry, contact the Ife artistry. She will sponsor your wedding. She has sponsored 2 people weddings this year. I know it. I can give you their name. Ah, Olamide. How did I even mention your name now? Oh well, there are a couple of platforms that you can actually trade on a safe mode, depending on what kind of profit you want to make. If you want to do it yourself, it's more profit but high risk. But there are a couple of platforms now that can help you trade on a safe, so you don't bear the risk. The risk is reduced on your behalf, but it is lower profit, but almost zero risk. Sure, you understand? KK, like Coinbase and all of that. I use like 3 of them. Coinbase is easier to access, so they you can actually watch it, and so you will trade, you can buy and then trade, and you can see the stats and how it works. It's less profit, but it is zero risk because the company are bearing your risk for you. You can, if you do it yourself, it's more profit but high risk. You understand? So you can use couple of them. There is Voyager, there is Coinbase, there is it's a lot. I would suggest if you don't have an STEM knowledge, you should start with those. Mm. They even have mobile app. You can download the apps and you can trade from there. I did not mention that midday. Don't come and trigger that guy. I don't want problem. Oh. It's Sunday. I don't. Which one is that? I didn't say nothing. Hey, you got it. If I would love. If I would love. If I would love. And Bitcoin is good. Crypto, people need to wake up to that. It's cool business if you, but start with those trading platforms that can trade on your behalf. Yeah. So over time you study it and then you will begin to become a master in the game. And then you can now use other independent platforms where you can now, and all of these things you will have your own wallet so you can trade all over the world. You can now trade all over the world and grow like that. Yes. Why are these people like this? The following people. If I see you in my dream, my Shoki, Bamidele Mary, Epsiba, Ìfẹ́ Oge, ètí bá múnú yín máa choke ẹ̀ nítorí ẹ ti ẹ̀jọ̀ ìwọ náà Epsiba ẹ gbórúkọ yín gan ẹjọ́ àìsí ẹjà àwọn náà ṣe àwọn tó wà nù agbára ńlá. Beg you for kin if I want to beg all of you. Who will beg you? Zazu, Biza Biza Olamide, don't join them. Please don't join them. I did not mention them. They just want to drag you in the mess. You be my èèyàn tèmi ní ẹ̀. Ẹ jẹ́ kó gbá gidi. Za. Don't join them. I did not mention. They just want to come and they want to tag you to come and be using you to fight. Kódà náà kàn án lọ kí ẹ ó ti bú ẹ gangan dédé wọn ní wọ ni pé wọ ni drug back pé wọ́n ló máa dà nǹkan rú. Kìnìún ló sọ bẹ́ẹ̀, Epsiba ló sọ bẹ́ẹ̀. Don't join that. Don't mention your name. Leave those ones for me. This one is she keep repeating the same thing and see I'm going to change my mind. I don't know you. Me, man, you would love me. Make him one down. Yes, any better man being, any other questions? And ADBC don't join them. Don't. If I'm even here, I'm like of Africa. No. Ó dà mo mọ̀ yín rí. Ìfẹ́ oge. Who don't know you don't know person. Mo mẹ́rin o. If you are in Lagos, Abeokuta, Ibadan, and you have not been to Ife Oge Spa, where are you? What are you doing? You are sitting on the bottom. Age has she's got one of the biggest spa, and if you are where everybody is light skin in Lagos now, you are treating your skin. You want to have that flawless. If you get product, don't sharp proper, don't sharp. Kí ló kàn àwọn product yẹn náà? Ó kàn àwọn product yẹn kàn láwọn orúkọ kan bí orúkọ ànáwó put it. I say I know you if you're the money man. How can you drink omi zazu without getting pregnant? Oma fi condom zazu diben. Ema diva buni. You don't ta postino too. Ma omi zazu káàkiri. Kó má ṣe di bálabàla. You don't ta postino too. Oma suffer. It is me that will be telling you. That do years of experience to me. Ball and bear. Biza. Màá mú káàdì ẹ wá. Amusun. Eziba. See, if you want to do wedding, or you kill your mother or your daddy, you want to do party in Lagos, call Ebziba. One ya wèrè. Àwọn ilé, one ya wèrè photo. She's mad, as in she's mad when it comes to photography. She's mad gone. And they do like big events. So call them. And the good thing about Ebziba is that just mention her name, she will not charge you. She will cover your event for free. Just mention my name. Just say you are for me. She event a lot of very, very nice photographer. Photo shoots, your events, whatever it is. And they go to anywhere. I don't know, Ziba. Hey, Ziba photography, yes. Ziba. Auntie Nancy, Bamidele. They were the very shame you 7 months. I go Bamidele Mary. Don't share anything. Should I told you that today is not any sensible? I told you that I'm not coming to get seriously. It's weekend. In the weekend, but something that I normally knew. Auntie Nancy, Bamidele. Thank you, Olamide. I saw that thing. Now, let me warn you, I've told you that Ebziba she's a crazy photographer. She covers your events and gives you that memory that you'll be proud about. But let me warn you, Ebziba she used to dress more than the owner of the party. Oh. You are getting married or you're having an engagement party, you call Ebziba there. First of all, ask her before you pay deposit, ask her what she's wearing to your events. Oh, máa múra jọ ní nǹkan lọ. Ó lọ wedding. Aṣọ tíyàwó wọ̀ lòun náà wọ̀ ṣó dà. How will you wear the same clothes? Let's even have a debate about that. If you're having your party, let's say you're having your wedding and you buy your clothes, your traditional marriage clothes, and somebody is wearing the same clothes to your party, how will you feel? Is it a big deal for you? Or you're having your party and you invite your friends for your birthday and one of your friends just maybe by coincidence or intentionally wear the same cloth you are wearing, does it mean anything to you? I think it's ladies that might worry about that. That somebody is wearing the same cloth you are wearing in your party. So just so you know, every time I'm running color, I got big kilo my wa ba ti nkan to san deposit fún o ma múra jù yín lọ. Or you just ẹ kàn ṣe polo fún ẹ sọ pé ẹ ṣe polo fún pé polo wà pàtó pé polo ni kó wọ̀ wá. Gbogbo ẹni tí mo ṣe fẹ́ advert fún ẹjọ́ ẹ deposit me after this show ẹ níyàwó rẹ̀. Bridget, àwọn ilé make up láyé. You are anywhere in Dublin or any part of Ireland and you want to look like your future, call Bridget. Follow on her page. Check out on her Instagram. She has some really crazy work there. What's the name of that your business again? Boss Kakine kan. Ẹ máa sa àwọn orúbí tẹ́ máa ń orúkọ yẹn gan-an lọ́nà ló mọ̀. Ẹ náà lóhun Ziba àbí Zebra ló lóhun jẹ́. Àwọn orúkọ tó kì í jẹ́ kí èèyàn pass WAEC. Irú ọmọkọ́mọ wo làwọn ọmọ Ọlámídé náà? Abẹ́ ìgbọ́rọ̀. Àwọn orúkọ tó jẹ́ kí èèyàn pass WAEC tẹ́ máa ń jẹ́ yẹn. Those days we have names. Everybody know the way we dey bear. These days the way people just have names. Especially Christians. Nítorí Olúwa ṣeun bàbàrà láyé mi. Tó bá kọ̀ yẹn first name, middle name, last name, tó bá kó wẹ̀ pọ̀. Remember WAEC, there are 22 columns there, 21 columns to fill those boxes to fill your name. It's always Chiroma Chukwuka Abiola. Àbí tó bá di change ẹ̀ lẹ́nu. Chiroma Chukwuka Abiola. Tọ́mọ kan wá ń jẹ́ Olúwa ṣeun bàbàrà láyé mi. Tó o ti kàn yẹn, that's like 16 alphabets. Tó fi middle name sí, tó fi last name sí. Ìgbà tó máa fi ìdìwà ẹ̀ kìíní. Ìyẹn ṣe máa lóhùn Epsiba. Èwo lórúkọ chemist. Èwo lórúkọ gígùn bíi Nebukadnesari. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ni, Chiroma Chukwuka Abiola. Àwọn wo ló ń text me? I know it's somebody here. I know. And I will cast you. Hallelujah. DJ KY's Joe. Give me over for him. Epsiba, why are you texting me? Why are you texting me? You can screenshot the Epsiba for him. Please don't text me. Kilo Koi. Victor, when are we doing it? I'm just wait. I'm Kilo Koi. Well, if you can't get the Facebook. ẹ bú síbà ṣé wẹ́ẹ́ ṣe kíní yẹn fún mi ni. Kẹwọ́n kémi gan o normal èmi gan normal we are both abnormal for each other. On the most serious note, yeah, you people should not listen to these people. For one level, ó yẹ ẹ̀sán kan gidi. Ó fẹ́ ṣe kíní yẹn ni. Ó yà pọ́n lọ́yẹ́ tí ń mú náà ẹ̀dá. Everywhere ti ń tutù àbí. DKY ló máa ń ṣe kíní fẹ́ WhatsApp yẹn. Mi ò kí ń ṣe, mi ò mọ̀ ṣe. Bóyá kò pé DKY. Ọlọ́run ló máa ń ṣe fún. Àwọn ló máa ń ṣe dídó WhatsApp. You should not be letting me talk ìsọkúsọ. Ẹ jọ̀ọ́. Ẹ jọ̀ọ́. Ọmọ Ọlọ́run ni mí ẹ jọ̀ọ́. People are looking for trouble. Ẹ jọ̀ọ́ fi mí lẹ̀. Ó yẹ ẹ̀sùn kan gidi kí gbogbo ọmọ ọ̀rọ̀ tẹ̀ ń sọ yìí. Mo ràn yín ṣe o. Ó yẹ ká máa lọ lé yín gan. Ilé yà mi ì ṣe ṣòwò. Okay, when are the two to àbí? Bàbá ẹ fi mí sopí, Olúwa bá ìwé. Ṣé ẹ fi mí? Alábòsí, you all should leave my boy alone. Danny Boom. Who is booing you? Oh, they really have DKY. I have not watched that program. Oh. Èmi ò kàn máa stream ẹ̀ lórí YouTube ni. So, I've not seen, I will just, maybe I'll watch it later tonight. Genesis. I've been sleeping all day. I just woke up safe. Man, I don't know you, Bamdele. I don't know you. Ó fẹ́ ṣèkà fún mi. Mo lóògùn mo ní Kùránì. Ó yẹ jẹ́ káwọn èèyàn tó ní question gidi béèrè question. Let's have a pretend we are normal. Let's have a decent discussion. And when you want to be doing any angle, you want to be doing father follow. Ẹ ti lé Janet ti sá lọ. Janet, I go tell you, say, you no go do CC, you no go do Shakara. Oh, come down and tell me. Ìwọ náà máa fọ kí ló ń wọlé ẹ máma ariwo ọjà màlà àwọn eléyìí ìwọ náà nìkan ṣe ariwo ọjà ni mo máa ń wò wọn. Janet, call me. Let's talk our talk again. Don't worry, I will close this page for you. Maybe it's Facebook that is the problem. I'm not doing Facebook again. I will close this page. I will block all these people. In fact, I will block Bamidele first. Abi, she's doing Shakara now. She's doing Shakara anyhow. Sísítà ní kò fẹ́ wá ṣùgbọ́n ojú ló mọ́ wa kàkà kó ṣe tíá. I'm a virgin, yes, second virgin. Wo bá wo ọmọ ìfẹ́ oge yẹn hooligans ni o. Ó yà kí mo sọ fún yín pé ó pọ́ọ̀ṣì lẹ́ẹ̀kan ni. Mo ń ṣe náà kò pọ́ọ̀ṣì o. Tout ni. Leave them alone fáwọn yẹn lẹ̀. Màá blọ́ọ̀kì wọn fún ẹ̀. Kan tó 100 màá blọ́ọ̀kì wọn. Àbí ẹ́písíbà orí ẹ̀ wà ń bẹ̀. Tẹ́lá. Tẹ́lá o. Abi, admit it. I mean, block if you're okay. But I mean, block if you're okay. Then why is Velge still on this platform? First of all, hey, I'm a second virgin now. You've never heard of second virgin before. When you have this virgin and then you stop knocking, and then you now rededicate your life to Christ, you now become a virgin back. It doesn't mean pé ibẹ̀ máa deal, but everything máa o ti di virgin padà nìyẹn. Or what do they call it now? I'm celibate. Yeah. What can a woman and husband living for 4 years do? Janet ìyẹn má dá Janet lóhùn bẹ́ẹ̀ ni. Ó fọkàn kan. People should stop. If you're okay, stop. You're not letting me see the questions. So, okay, these people should stop. Okay, stop. If you're okay, well, let's stop. Also, I got a hooligans behavior. It did Tasha. Let me read the question because the comments are coming too fast and I can't read. Oh yeah, it might be no. Shegbo, you Churumanga. It might be no. Let me be able to read these questions. Okay. Bamidele, I don't understand the question. I think there's a typo that is making me miss it. What can a woman you deal? Hey, Bamidele to go English. Go English. Me, they found to go English. Yo. Yeah. They need to go English. And when they were saying, they need to confirm. What can a woman left home for 4 years do? Write your question again, Jare. Kogboyinbo. Kan Yoruba tó bá mọ̀ spell. Adébísí tell them ṣé aṣọ wọn rìn ni. Wàá ti máa gbọ́ náà. Janet John Ben. Ṣé máa kéré inú ayé bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn ni? Ó fọ́ǹbù gan. Ṣé o gbé sétí wò ni? Kò mí wò. Indomie 15 naira atagungun 15. Ó ta lẹ́nu. Wàá ti máa gbọ́. Stop well. Ẹ jẹ́ kí n nọ́mà padà. Ó yá ká nọ́mà ẹ wálé. How do you react to a husband who doesn't remember or hasn't celebrated your birthday or wedding anniversary for 10 years? Well, you have a partner, you don't have a husband. Because a man that is in love with you, what love does? What is the element of love? Even by scripture, say love is patient, is kind, is not jealous or boastful, is not arrogant or irritable. Love does not act on its own. That part that say love doesn't act on its own is that love put himself behind and put you forward. Everything about you becomes a prerogative to him. You understand? Everything about you becomes very tantamous to him. It becomes a value to him. Because when you love somebody, you sleep and wake up seeking to please them, seeking to make them happy. So now, a person that is in love with you will be interested in knowing you and will be interested in, just seeing you smile. And everything and anything that can make you smile is what is going to lay to heart to do. Now, if you're married to a husband who has never celebrated your birthday before or wedding anniversary, is a problem. Now, don't get me wrong, those things should not be a reason why you should fight. Mm-hmm. Sure, you get. But the truth is that you are not in love, or you are in love with someone that is not in love with you. You understand? Now, having said that, I understand. So it's a very bad thing, it's not normal. But having said that, I have come to terms to realize that there are people who are not raised with love. And I'm going to say this to every mother. Listen to me. Hey, now listen to me good. Listen now. Let's stop for a while. I have realized, and I'm going to say this to every mother, especially those of you who have a male child, please raise your child with love. The problem we have in our society today is that we have men who were not raised with love. You see, I've said this many times. Our society raised every female child to become a woman. Once you are a little girl, your mother is cooking in the kitchen, will ask you to come to the kitchen and show you how to cook, and you always stay with your mother in the kitchen, and he asks you to sweep. And so the basic housekeeping and those virtues of a woman have been practically hands-on taught. But a male child is not. All a male child is being mentored to do is to read and study and become successful. Those value of how to treat a woman and how to do this were not taught. I want to beg you as mothers, especially those of you who have a male child, raise your kid with love. And what do I mean by that? Those things now, don't be too comfortable. You know, when I will even be saving money. People give me money and I will be saving it in the hand of my mother. The day I will ask for the money, my mother will beat me. And I say, where is my money? She will start beating me. She will say, so when they told the lad your joy, kinikon. Not to talk of buying me birthday gifts. My mother has never bought me birthday gift before. I love my mother to death, but she might possibly be watching. I don't care. Yeah, I talk about a birthday gift for me. Yeah, we get too familiar sometimes as parents, and you think those things don't matter. See, to buy a birthday gift for me, don't send the flowers. See, don't, you are teaching him certain values. See, ọmọ burúkú ló ń dọkọ burúkú, ọkọ burúkú ló ń bàbá burúkú. So many men in our society that are grown men today, they were not properly raised. They didn't learn those things. Teach your children to buy birthday gifts for their siblings. Teach them to do that. On the birthday, ṣó ti pé àbúrò ẹ fún birthday ẹ, ṣó ti pé ẹ̀gbọ́n ẹ fún birthday ẹ. Even if it doesn't have money, they are not working. They are not working. Take your kids out. Tell them to pay for it. Let them buy gifts. Let them wrap it. Take that pain of wrapping the gifts and give to their sister, give to their brother on their birthday. Teach them those things. It's a value that they must incorporate. We were not taught that way. Many of us grew up to start learning these things. I'm very horrible with dates. Anybody that knows me knows that. I'm very forgetful. So I might forget your birthday. But it's not for 10 years. There's no explanation for that. 10 freaking years. And for what is what? If you have to remind him or tell him to do it, then it's not valuable. You understand? So I'm telling you this because I want you to see it from the place of understanding. The question is he a good man? And in every other thing, is he doing the right thing? Is he treating you right? But please know that so many men are not properly raised, and it is a defect. Why am I telling you this? So many ọkùnrin tó wà ń ta tó jẹ́ grown men àwọn ọkùnrin ayé ìgbà tá ti dàgbà wá dàgbà báyìí, we are not properly raised, and I'm being honest with you. Iṣẹ́ tó yẹ káwọn ìyá wa ṣe, wọ́n transfer ìfáwọn ìyàwó wa ní. So many of you as wives, you're actually playing a role of a mother to your husband, just teaching him certain values that his mother would have taught him. You understand? And it's not your fault. It's not the fault of your husband. It's just how he was raised. So please, if you have a husband like that, it's not a reason to fight. Just know that you have some work to do in culturing him. One of the elements of love is that if you are in love, it will make it easy for you to teach each other certain values. Love makes you embrace things from your partner. So teach him. For instance, maybe you have been doing it to him, and that makes it one-sided. When it's your birthday, it's 2 weeks time, remind him. Tell him you look forward to his message on your birthday, you look forward to his gifts. Tí ò bá wá ṣe, then he's actually cantankerous. He's doing something is wrong. It's bad. You feel like you should know, yes, but see, like I said, so many men are not properly raised, and I'm being honest with you. The way they get us in African setting. So ẹlòmíì ọkùnrin mi kan careless ni naturally yẹlẹyẹlẹ kò ẹlòmíì kò wọ́n fún gift rí. I hate to say this, but I only have one girlfriend in my life that has ever given me gifts. Only one. Only one. In my entire life. I've been married for about 6 years plus, close to 7 years. And in the entire over 7 years of marriage, my ex-wife never gave me an handkerchief as a gift. Not one day. Either my birthday or Christmas or New Year. Not one day did she go out and say, let me buy gala for him to surprise him. No, not one day. That doesn't reduce the value of her as a woman. I didn't see her differently, but it's not good. Okay? At some point in my life, now the girl that I dated that actually brushed me up in knowing people's birthday and celebrating them and buying, I dated her years back. Let me tell you the funny story. When I met this girl, very amazing lady. She's all the way up. I'm like this. You understand? Not advice, but we are not in the same social class. She's from a very influential, very responsible family. And I was still a boy on the street hustling. It's like four of us living in one room. And every time she even visits me, everybody will be looking at. She's fresh, posh, somebody. I'm sure I wasn't looking good enough to her, but she had a heart. She loved me genuinely. She would come, she would, when she leaves school, then she was in Covenant University. She would leave school, she would buy me and buy me this for the first time in my life. Anybody that knows me, who have met me in person, knows that I'm obsessed with perfume. Colognes. I wear colognes like crazy. I learned it from her. I don't look at cologne. Wear body spray, roll on, that's it. But when I met her, she would come and she would give me colognes and colognes. This is the funny story why I'm telling you this story. And then we broke up after about 4 years. I mean, due to life. We broke up. And 2 months after our breakup, I suddenly realized that I've ruined my own life by myself. Because now I'm used to wearing colognes and I'm not used to buying it. The entire time I dated that, she typically bought all the colognes and all the perfumes I was wearing. Huh? And my friend used all I want Atenu boys. They are always using my colognes. Almost everybody in the house because me they have too much to be metal. Huh? Mo break up. Mo tẹ́po. Mo bá rí perfume lo mọ̀. Even if I want to buy perfume, I'll be buying those. I want buy Lila Mamara. Those are the ones I can afford. The kind of perfume that she bought, she used to buy for me, I can't afford them. And I don't pick up this girl. So my friend will be like, I have perfume. I'm a perfume, you know. Victor, je peux lui aider, bye. Je m'en fous, il go for my. It was the first thing I realized that means over time I now start learning because I'm already used to it. And multi beg this sauce me. And I start learning to buy and because I can't survive without wearing it again. So that's how I become addicted to wearing colognes because of one. So sometimes some things though you got my parents to call or yeah, we look at that colors. So many people are not raised that way. But over time I've never been fortunate with women when it comes to women spoiling a man. I'm like, hey, Joy, help me. Joy, will never spoil me no year, me. Say me no. Because the way I see some guys, the way women treat them, I'll be like, killing me, shit, wrong. What am I doing wrong? I don't know what it is. I've never been that lucky that I'm the one that one girl is spoiling and financing and furnishing like that. That's never happened to me. I don't know what it feels like to get given. Maybe I always look too rich or like I always look like I don't need them. I don't know what it is, but I'm not just been that lucky. So sometimes you might just want to take a time and take process. It is wrong for you to 10 years. What have you been doing? Have you been talking about it? Do you discuss it? It's important to discuss those things that doesn't. One of the problems with African women is that you are going through things that you are not happy about, but you don't want to talk about it. Talk about it. Engage him. You're having a just cause. It's a just reason for you to. Don't fight about it. Don't start forcing. But have a decent conversation. Like, do you know that I will have feel very happy. Yesterday was my birthday. I would have been the most happiest moment of my life if I actually woke up to to your love and your gifts. Like I was looking for what I am going to pull up a surprise. It doesn't have to be big, but you're my husband and talk about that. Let him know how he feels about it. There's nothing wrong in talking about it. Don't always just say, me, confess, Ronnie. Whatever he did not discuss, you cannot accuse a man of not doing it. You understand? And in life, whatever you permit exists, have a discussion about it and be a little bit patient in breathing in, because you see there are so many lapses in our upbringing. At what stage do you introduce your kids to someone you're dating as a single mom? Okay, well, at the stage where you know that it is it, that's when you should. I think as a single mother, you should do your fucking outside and take it away from your kids until you are very sure that it is something. Mm, there's something wrong in dating, because you see, you might probably date more than one person. There's something wrong. You are single. You are single. You can be on a couple of dates. And as an adult, you have sexual need. Why not? Fuck. But make sure that's gone to the point where you feel like this is it. You know, make sure you are going to the point where it's become substantial. You know, that is when you should now introduce. It doesn't necessarily mean that things might go wrong with you, but at that point, your children they have come to that understanding of know and take it slow. Let them first of all know him. There's a process of knowing. There's a process of as everything like that. They get refused. Children have a way of being cantankerous or being they might refuse him at the start. So don't force him on them. It is wrong to do so. Let them take the process. He has a lot of work to do to prove himself. But any man that shows much love for you, your children will love him over time because of the love and the respect they see that he demonstrated to you. So now I feel like for the most part, the ideal time to introduce your children to whoever you are dating is when you really feel like this is it and you guys are already in the formula. But if you are still, just hanging out or going on a couple of dates, slow down so that you won't look like a nuisance to your children. Slow down, and once you decide that you want to have a relationship, not just a date, yeah. But let them, my friend, right? Just say my friend and let them know him over time. If you constantly, they see that you are happy, your children love you and they want you to be happy. If they can see that you are happy and you are respected, they might have a little bit, refuse him and be a little bit cantankerous from the start, but don't force it. Don't say, hey, he's my son. Your daddy has left. Don't bring their daddy in the picture. No. Your daddy left me. I'm going to find my happiness. No, no. That's the business that is not for them. Don't put their daddy into it because you're going to create an unhealthy competition in their mind. They will become, more oppositional with him. And in all fairness, it's not good on the man to start fighting a battle he did not create. So don't create that, tensed atmosphere for your children and for him. Let him, it doesn't matter, just look away from it. Let him just continue and you can just continue. Don't make him, and him too should need to slow down and start feeling like a daddy to them. Children can only have one father, okay? Whether you are with him or you are not with him, whoever you are dating now is not their father and it should never be. They have a father, whether he's in their life or he's not in their life. Don't bring your man in as a father figure and enforce that on your children. Let him prove worthy of a father, and they will accept him as a father naturally. They will accept him naturally as a father if over time it shows a father figure, one, to you. Once they see that you're happy and you're respected, they will respect him. And once he begins to get involved in them, it's just this title of father, it's in the mind. You understand? And you have to understand that. We said overnight. If your episode, what are you saying? Janet, Bolembe. What's my favorite song lyrics? My favorite song lyrics. Sure, you want to hear? Right now, I don't always have one song, but my favorite song lyrics right now, this will probably disappoint so many of you. But right now, my favorite song lyrics right now is Naira Mali. The song he did during the the what did they call it? The Toll Gates Massacre. There's a large part of that song. The large part of that song, Tobacco with the fuck up, Tobacco with the Shaye. You know that song, right? All of you know it. The latter part of the song, there's a place that says, "Wọ́n ṣe pé fọmọ lọ́mọ, ṣebí wọ́n lọ́ọ́ máa bímọ. Tẹni tó dé lámàmọ́, tìyẹ gan bọ̀ lọ́nà. Set àwọn ó ń bọ̀ lọ́nà." That part, it does always get me. Then he ends it with, "Tẹni tó dé lámàmọ́, tìyẹ gan bọ̀ lọ́nà. Bóyá ló máa délé." I love that song. For some reason, I love that part. That's my most favorite lyrics right now. You didn't say gospel. If you say gospel, I would have. But I like that song. Don't you pay for Molomo? Ṣebí ìwọ náà máa bímọ. Tẹni tó dé lámàmọ́, tìyẹ gan bọ̀ lọ́nà. Set àwọn ó ń bọ̀ lọ́nà. Àbíkẹ́ ṣe I buy. Yep. The most surprising part of this question is he does remember other people's. If you remember other people's own and he forgets yours, I'm sorry, he doesn't love you. I hate to say that, but he doesn't have you at heart. The only reason why you remember other people's own is because you just don't matter that much. Because see, why you remember his colleagues is because he's an hypocrite. He feels that it is socially acceptable to do that. Àwọn kan wà, àwọn èèyàn kan wà tá a máa ń pè ní àdántàmádánlé. They like to look good outside and seemingly be themselves inside. Now, that themselves is filthy because they're actually a piece of shit. But when they want to be outside, they do things that are socially acceptable, right? And that's bad. The real person that he is what he's doing on the inside, and I don't think any woman deserves that. I don't think any woman deserves that. I'm sorry. If it's your husband, I'm not telling you anything, but it's not right. I'm sorry to tell you, but you don't mean anything to him. You don't matter to him. Love will always put you in the mind of you always have somebody you love. You always have them at heart. The Bible says, where a man's treasure is, his heart is. There's no way you can forget about it for 10 years. People get worked out about life. Let's say you miss it 1 year. You can't forget for 10 straight years. There's no explanation for it. It's just, you just don't matter. You just don't. He's probably using you for some reason, so he's in a relationship with you for some ulterior motive, but genuinely loving you, it's not there. But if he's remembering that people's own, then he's doing it on purpose. No, there's no explanation for it. But Olamide, you did not say gospel song now. You said my favorite song lyrics. You did not ask me gospel song. Say it's gospel song you're asking, I will tell you. You didn't ask me gospel song. You said song. Kí náà máa fọ̀ fáwọn ọ̀fẹ́ ògì wọn bẹ́ẹ̀ ni. Àwọn náà fẹ́ wàhálà. Bọ̀ ìwọ náà ò fún yàn lọ́rọ̀ sọ ìwọ gan-an. Táwa bá wọn fà á torí ẹ̀ ní ìsìn náà, wọn á fọ́ wa lẹ́nu náà. But on the more serious note, I mean, 10 years, no gifts, and never celebrate a birthday because that is even free. Yes. What does it cost to celebrate somebody's birthday? That's a disaster. What's your question, Ebziba? You keep saying answer my question. I did not see your question. Oh yeah, write your question again. I've not seen any of your question. We are going on. We have very few minutes to go. What's the question? Now, a quick announcement that we just got signed a contract to partner with some real estate company that are building some magnificent houses in Lagos and Abuja. I'll be shooting their adverts from tomorrow. The day I post advert, you people will not share. I post video, people will share. You'll be commenting on video that I post, but if I post advert, you will not share. You want to be an enemy of progress, Abby? You want to be an enemy of progress? I continue. I'm doing advert now. Come on, if okay, pay me money. I'm not doing free advert again. Pay me money. Every bar, boss canny. December, I said we only do free advert in December. I'm not doing free advert again. Okay, people should pay money. I'm doing adverts now. We need money. One morning recently, let me tell you this rubbish thing that happened to me. I was planning, when you have last card in your account, I have the money I was keeping in my account to use for something in the morning. And I woke up, and before I went out, I was already dressed to go out to do what I need to do. Only for me to check my bank account and realize that my streaming platform has charged me. I no go lie for you. I'll come here, but I don't have mobile. We'll go find something. I don't stream on Facebook, right? I'm not going live on Facebook. I have a software streaming platform that I stream from. That's why it goes to Facebook and YouTube and Twitter at the same time. Man, they charge me, they charge my account that I did not even plan for before. Wọ́n ṣe ba gbogbo àwọn tí ọjọ́ ìjẹ́ nìyẹn, mo yà padà wọlé, mo yà sùn ní àwọn fáǹsì burúkú yìí ní ìsìn. Bàbá dẹ̀ nìkan ṣe àwọn oníṣẹ́. Inú ń bí mi sí ogo fáǹsì ìjọ yẹn ni. Don't pay. Me, I will not do advert again. Free advert ends in December. I ask all of you that you have your personal business to send me the flyers of your stuff to post for you. Only few people did. Motumbe Felge came back, go to send the flyers in me. Elenu Shipoti. I now have to start screenshotting from your page. Everybody here proud on Teshi. What in business? Everybody is fully booked till December 2023. So we don't have to push for her. So proud, though. There we go. I'm going to sleep, man. Hopefully, you guys have a very interesting moment. And I will see you guys on Tuesday. And we are going to start. Please don't miss our series on Tuesday. It's very important. It's very, very important. On Tuesday, we are going to continue the series of beatitude. We've talked about gratitude, we've talked about patience, we've talked about which one again? Perseverance, and we're going to go to. We are doing something very important on Tuesday that will possibly relate with everybody. Don't miss Tuesday. I'm actually personally praying for it. It might be a very cold show. Trust me, it might be cold because I'm not playing. I really want us to be better, myself included. Don't miss it and invite somebody. It will be. In fact, I will design a flyer for it for the Tuesday show. I'll be here by 3 o'clock on Tuesday, and we're going to have some real time. The following people should not come to that show if felt gay, Bamidele, Teba Pariwo on Tuesday, Mahasha, Yinsi blocking. I'm coming on in my serious mood on Tuesday. I've been thinking about it, I've been worrying about it, and I think it's something that we need to talk about. I won't give you a heads up right now, but trust me, There's a thank you if you're good to it. There's a blue icon beneath your video that says, if you click it, it says support. You can sign up and support this page. It doesn't even take. I think it's about $9.99 a month. That's all. Me, I don't push. I don't make noise about those things because there you can. Anybody that wants to do it can always do it. And people blame me for not doing it. And then we are going to be doing our Christmas, Christmas smile this week. It's Smile for Christmas. It's this week, this Thursday. I want to say a very big thank you to Epsiba. I know I've shaded her all through this show, but she's my person, so I don't. I always shade people that are my people. I know they can't get angry with me, so I don't care. I want you all to help me say a very big thank you to Epsiba. She's been very supportive. She's been nothing short of amazing with this our Christmas giveaway. Sometimes she's even trying to reach me over the phone, and you know how my phone is. I'm unaccessible, and I'll be feeling bad. I'm seeing her call, but I'm in the middle of something, and not one day has she been upset and she's been all out. She went to market, get samples, get vendors. She's been the one responding to vendors and doing all of that things. And I just want to say thank you very much. I really appreciate you so much. So this week we are going to be on the streets and giving smile. We want to reach out to families who are indigent, who can afford food for Christmas, and see how much we can be a blessing in our own little way. Some people called me and they said, "Oh, you didn't tell us, you didn't inform us. We want to be a blessing." People who really want us to call them personally. I'm not that kind of person. You know how this social media is. Before you know that, they will say it's their money you are using to eat. So for me to reach out to people on the personal note, it's hard for me. I really put the advert there. A couple of people have come and they are angry that why will you be doing that kind of thing? You did not tell me. You could have at least informed me. I will contribute. Emma Binu, but me, you shame. I will just put the advert there and I just expect people to function normally. You see, I did not even post account number because I want you to consciously ask me and I will give you, so that it won't be like save that somebody's. I'm very careful with social media. I'm very, very careful. That's when it comes to the issue of money. By the grace of God, I go down there I don't make any profit from here. The only reason that is keeping me here and keeping me on this show is the heart for people. And I'm fine, I'm blessed, and God is helping me. So those who had reached out to me and said, "Oh yeah, you could have told us. Why didn't you tell us?" Well, you have today, tomorrow. Credit our hazard so that we can buy more. The more we can get, the more smile we can give. And what else? So this week I'm going to be on the streets. Ezra will be busy on the street giving rides. And so thank you very much, all of you who have contributed, those of you who have asked questions and I did not see your money after asking me plenty questions. Thank you. God know your house. And everyone who have heartily contributed, I don't even know how to thank you. And some people really wowed me when I how much they were involved. God bless you. God bless you. All right. A ó parí ètò ìsìn ológo yìí nígbà tí a ó kọ in 419. In 419 àwọn akọrin yóò sì máa darí wa bí a ṣe ń ṣe orin ìparí ìsìn. La 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 ọ̀gá F sharp. Orin ìparí ìsìn. She said she wanted to be mine, but no couple wanted tell me why me. Good night, everybody.